Pre-birth arrangements. 6 fascinating facts about how souls choose their parents and families before birth. Who gets to go on the journey of your life? This theory is widely accepted in spiritual value, where we are born and as whose child is not left to chance. We choose our parents and thus determine our life and its course for the most part ourselves. This theory makes sense if we consider the thing with the coincidence more near. The universe is not so unimaginative and lazy to leave important decisions to any probabilities. Who is grounded spiritually to some extent knows that coincidence does not exist. The dice fall exactly as they are supposed to fall, and everything in this life and in the next is predetermined. Within this radius, we have it in hand what we make of it, but the basic conditions are not variable. If you want to know more about this, we have put together 6 fascinating facts for you. 1. It doesn't always have to be easy. The right life for us is not always the simple and easy one. Especially people who had it hard in childhood and adolescence are shaped by these experiences and learn quickly. No one can say for sure what exactly the meaning of a difficult life is. Since each of our incarnations does not stand on its own, but everything is connected, old burdens from a previous life can be the cause. But a life full of challenges can also prepare us for the next one. We always grow from difficult situations, and the result will eventually be a stronger person who nothing and no one can bring to his knees. 2. The soul family remains the same in every life. An important aspect that will certainly be comforting to us is the concept of the soul family. The spiritual world assumes that we will meet the same souls in different bodies in each of our lives. The soul family is, so to speak, our universal backup and our own personal battle team. It is by our side forever and ever and performs roughly the same tasks in each reincarnation. Do not be surprised if here not only persons are meant who strew roses to you and paved the way. In addition to friends and mentors, lovers and protectors, there are, of course, the opposite poles that we have to rub up against and who serve to test our limits. No matter what human family your soul has chosen to grow up with, your soul family will not miss it. 3. Parents and properties. Sometimes the situation decides. It's okay to look at the matter of soul contracts as pragmatically as their counterpart in our real world. A contract is a legal document. It can be long or short, understandable or highly obscure. What matters are its contents. With the choice of our parent house, to which we send our soul at the next touchdown with the earth, not only the acting persons decide. Also, the place where they live is of importance. If we look at the possibilities available to a person in the middle of Europe today and compare them with those in the Third World, deciding according to geography makes perfect sense. But who voluntarily chooses a life in the slums of Calcutta or Rio de Janeiro? This is where karma comes into play and its captivating sense of justice. Otherwise, such soul decisions cannot be explained. But the next point can also shed light on this matter because 4. The predetermined lessons determine the environment. We go through each of our lives with the purpose of eventually reaching the highest stage of enlightenment or spiritual awakening. Only when we arrive there, at the zenith of understanding and knowledge, can our soul find eternal peace or enter into eternal life. What we need to comprehend within our current lifespan for this to happen defines the life before it. All the deficits that we still carry from us from that life form are the so-called karmic burden. Everything that we have missed or that we have been guilty of is put on the scale for the next life. We come into the world with a kind of imaginary to-do list. The bad news in this context is hardly anyone will manage to work off everything on it in one lifetime. But the content and guidelines help to determine where our next journey will take us. 5. Ideal starting conditions. If things look good for us in terms of karma, our soul has a free choice. Naturally, we then choose a home that offers us the best opportunities for development. Since a soul has already seen a lot and experienced a lot, it knows quite well the omens that need to be observed. For example, if it aspires to a certain vocation for its coming life, which it wants to follow, the environment will have to be a supportive one that offers this fine choice. If she is to be allowed to heal, mediate, or simply rest for this life, the options available to her in her new home will be correspondingly limited. But this is also good as it is. 6. Soul contracts and their fine print. Soul contracts are not unalterable. One can even dissolve them by mutual agreement and decide not to cross each other's heavenly path anymore. However, the key words here are agreement and mutual. You are always right. For all those whose lives never feel easy and natural, the theory of soul contracts and pre-birth agreements may not sound conclusive. Possibly some people even locate sheer cynicism behind this thesis. They may feel cheated out of a life that is so unlike what they would have chosen if this possibility actually existed. But the spiritual world is quite unanimous about this. Being stranded in the wrong life does not exist. No soul has just taken a wrong turn and landed as a cuckoo child in the wrong nest. We are always where fate wants us to be. A beautiful life is not a matter of course. A less beautiful one is not set in stone. We always hold the strings in our hands long before we are born.